The Queen would certainly not become involved on this level. Meghan Markle in crisis talks over father's latest interview. Thomas Markle's hopes for an intervention by Britain's Queen Elizabeth and his relationship with daughter Meghan Markle are a pipe dream, according to royal insiders. In yet another interview, Thomas, 73, spoke to Piers Morgan on Good Morning Britain about his relationship with his daughter, from whom he is now estranged, saying he texts her every day and she does not reply. He pleads publicly through interviews and previously claimed he contacted his ex-wife Doria Ragland for guidance. Despite the fact that his tactic of obsessive text messages and sharing private photos and correspondence only seems to be driving his daughter further away, he still insists on speaking out at every chance. "I'm not sure why it's happening and I'm waiting, I'm reaching out," he told GMB, before pleading for her grandmother-in-law to get involved and help heal the family rift. "I would appreciate anything she could do. I would think she would want to resolve family problems. All families, royal or otherwise, are the same and they should all be together, certainly around the holidays." Markle cut off contact with her father after it was revealed he was working with paparazzi and setting up favorable pictures and coverage of him at home in Mexico in the run-up to the royal wedding. He pulled out of walking her up the aisle just days before the ceremony, claiming he had a heart attack. Since, he has given a number of interviews on British television, TMZ and with the Mail on Sunday. His plea for the monarch's involvement attracted even more attention than usual, with more traditional news outlets like the New York Times and the Washington Post picking up on the story over the last 24 hours. "The Queen is a dignified woman," a source told the Mirror. "Even if she disagreed with the way her grandson's wife or indeed her staff were dealing with the matter, she would certainly not become involved on this level." Earlier this month, Mr. Markle shared private correspondence between him and his daughter with a Sunday newspaper, including Valentine's Day letters she sent him over the years and a copy of her wedding invitation. He is pleading for contact with her while simultaneously calling her controlling. "I know we had differences at the beginning, some question about my heart attack and so forth," he said. "The unfortunate thing about my daughter and Harry is that they believe what they read in the papers. For the first year, they were telling me, never believe those things. But now they think I'm saying things I'm not saying," he said. "I think that might be one of the problems, but I don't have the answer yet." The Duchess of Sussex is reportedly meeting with confidants to discuss how to deal with the drama after Thomas Markle's latest interview. Mr. Markle said he has been shunned by his daughter since her royal wedding to Prince Harry in May. And the 74-year-old pleaded with Meghan to get back in touch with him. He said, "I love my daughter very much and she has to know that. I would really appreciate if she would just call me, reach out to me somehow, send me a text, just say you're there and you're hearing me." Mr. Markle even appealed to the Queen to heal the rift with Meghan. The retired Hollywood lighting director said, "I would appreciate anything she could do. I would think she would want to resolve family problems. All families, royal or otherwise, are the same and they should all be together, certainly around the holidays." But palace sources said the royal household had become enraged and yet exhausted with Mr. Markle. The sources added that they believe Meghan's father has gone a step too far by involving the monarch in the row. A senior royal insider said to the Mirror, "The Queen is a dignified woman. Even if she disagreed with the way her grandson's wife or indeed her staff were dealing with the matter, she would certainly not become involved on this level." And courtiers are deeply concerned about Mr. Markle's vow to continue speaking publicly to reach out to Meghan. In his heartbreaking interview with Good Morning Britain on Monday, Mr. Markle said, "I'm hopeful that soon something will be resolved and we'll be talking. This can't continue forever. People are saying I should be quiet about this and not speak. If I don't speak, they will speak to me. That hasn't happened. I don't plan to be silent for the rest of my life." Mr. Markle also spoke of his confusion after being ghosted by his pregnant daughter. He said, "I've only done 5 interviews, and out of those interviews hundreds of other people come and they get a story and they give a story and they say I've said these things. I haven't said so many things, but they're believing it, and apparently that's why I'm being shunned or ghosted." I've been quiet for 6 months and no one's returned anything back to me. No one said a word to me. I'm confused by it." Kensington Palace declined to comment.